Hi, thanks for coming on. Andy speaking on January the 1st, uh, on Saturday. Forgot the day then. Happy New Year to everybody, first off, and fingers crossed 2022 can be as good for us as it was in 2021. We'll do a video, um, probably Bank Holiday Monday, a couple of days from now, and we'll have a quick look back at these games that are coming up, but we'll go through the whole year. I know we done a season review, didn't we, before the Euros? Um, But what I'd do is we'll do a whole review of 2021. So it'd be every members bet plus the Euros. The Euros weren't members bets because I put them all up here before. Um, basically I gave everybody the Euro bets, so it was a really good tournament, Euros. But we'll go back through that um, and a couple of other little pointers to some other divisions as well. Um, some other things which I've sort of noted. But we'll do that, as I say, we'll do that Bank Holiday Monday. So that'll be up Monday night. That's the 3rd of January, isn't it? Um, it is the 3rd of January, isn't it? Yeah, Monday the 3rd. So we'll do that. We've got 3 leagues to go at this week. Obviously, Scottish Premiership, they're on their break. But obviously, team use is going to be a big factor, isn't it? So do try to keep your eye on that. And prices, some of these prices, um, there's been haywire in some of them. Some of them, I looked at a price the other day about a team. I thought that was far too big. Came to price it up today. The price is gone. It doesn't mean much in the overall scheme of things, but it's just something to be wary of. Non-league as well. We'll be back about another week and a bit. I think let's just get over this. What's going on at the moment? You know, it's like today. Someone asked me about Chesterfield, and I said, look, I'd expect them to trounce Kings Lynn. It ended up being 1-0. It's not really the sort of bets we want to be having at the moment. And as I say, all members' bets this weekend are a point. I just keep your powder as dry as you can. But let's get on with it. Arbroath Inverness 38-23-39. Real tight game to call. Arbroath, I mean, if they are serious about winning the championship, they're going to have to win this. And I think there'll be a bit of pressure on. I don't think they're good things. I don't think Inverness are good things. But there's 0.15 in Inverness. If you see 0.15 at 39% is enough in it, then obviously you've got to back it. It's whether you see that as enough. But as I say, it's a real tough game to call. I take the draw out of it. It is pretty much a spin of a coin game. But I do think it's one that if Arbroath is seriously going to mount a challenge, they've done well so far. But it's games like this against your rivals that you've got to win if you're going to want to win this league. It's a tough one. But obviously Inverness, there's value in Inverness, and they just edge it on ratings, but it's minuscule. Partick Morton 60-23-17. There's absolutely nothing in this. 4-6 is a price. I've got Partick 4-7. I mean, look, there's just not enough in it, is there? I wouldn't put you off back in Partick, but again, I haven't even bothered to put it up there because it's such a small. They're just below 60% Partick. It's 59.8 or something, and obviously 4-7. There's not enough in it to warrant making it any interest really. But don't let me put you off. But you know my thoughts on Morton. They turned up to Kilmarnock the other night and got a draw. You never know what you're going to get. I'd expect Partick to rout them, to be honest. But if it was a draw, it wouldn't be the biggest surprise in the world. Queen of the South, Hamilton, 32-24-44. 0.25 in Hamilton. I think they should be 5-4. They're 6-4. 0.25 at 44%. Again, it's how you see it. Whether you think it's enough, you look at the game here, as I've just pointed out, Inverness, there's 0.15 at 39, 0.25 at 44. It's a no-brainer if you're thinking about only backing one team. Queen of the South, again, another funny side, Queen of the South. Not one of my favourite teams to get involved with, but there is a bit in Hamilton. Wraith Dunfermline, there's 0.11 in it. It's how you see it, really. Dunfermline, as I've said all season, I'm still of the opinion that they're better than what we've seen, but Wraith are a decent side. There's no doubt about it. I think they should be up to winning this. Put it that way. You're getting 0.11 at 56%. It's more than you're getting in this bet up here, isn't it? So, but you are getting an extra 4% with Partick. But just purely for the fact that it's Morton puts me off. I'd sooner probably back this than I would Partick against Morton. Best bet there. It's difficult, isn't it? Whether you say 0.25 at 44 is better than 0.11 at 56. It's tough to weigh up. But I think there's three potential teams there that's got a decent bit of value in. And they're all favourably rated. Let's go on to League One. Dunbar and Airdrie, real tough call this. I think bookmakers have priced this dead right, to be honest. 28 for 24, 48. Obviously, I'd sooner sign with Airdrie. I think, they've highest rating. They're clear on figures. Do I trust them fully on the road? Not 100% sure on that one. Dunbarton, I don't think, as I said at the start of the season, I expected them to struggle. I think they won some games early on, didn't they? And perhaps people thought they were better than what they were. But I think Airdrie should win this, but there's nothing in it. Alloa Falkirk, 30, 22, 48. Two massively out of form teams. I'm not so sure I don't trust any of them, to be honest, but there is a bit in Falkirk. I think Alloa's home form is poor. They've won 3 all season. Falkirk have only lost twice on the road. It does give them a slight edge in those terms. They were beaten here earlier by Alloa. Is the new manager going to have an effect? He really got to, because both of these teams are hovering dangerously close towards the wrong end of the table. 11 to 8, I think, is fair enough. You're getting 0.27 at 48% with Falkirk. But you are banking on the new manager coming in and lifting things. Alloa, it's been so poor, haven't they? Clyde Queen's Park, 26, 24, 50. I think Queen's Park should be even money. I thought 5 to 4 was pretty good. I think that's an okay bet. Clyde, they've been in decent nick, Clyde, lately. Excuse me, but I think if Queen's Park can rediscover some of that early season form on the road, they're more than up to winning this. East Fife Montrose, 20, 23, 57. I don't really think there's anything here that interests us at all. There's a bit in the draw, but it doesn't mean... No, there's not a bit in the draw, sorry. There's nothing in this game of interest for us. I think Montrose should win. I wouldn't want to take 7 to 10 to find out. And obviously, you've got to be mindful of Steve Crawford's now in charge at East Fife. I think he's got a decent enough tune out of them recently. I thought they played really well one game. I can't remember which one, but and they are a tough nut to crack at Bayview, but Montrose have always been their nemesis. So I'd expect Montrose to win, but there's nothing in it. Peterhead Cove, this surprised me, this did. I thought Cove would be a lot shorter, I have to say. 19, 23, 58. I'm guilty of underestimating Cove at the start of the season. I thought they'd reached a similar point to what I'd expect from Kelty next season. I think Kelty are going to win League 2 regardless of what happened the other day. But teams come up, and it's like, now if Kelty were in League 1, I'd probably place them around sort of 4th. And it's the same thing with Cove. Cove routed League 2, come up, steady enough season last season, and I didn't expect them to kick on, and I think they have. And credit to them. I've underestimated Cove. I did early on. I thought there were far too many decent sides, and again, Queens Park, walked League Two last season, come up, and perhaps they're finding their level now. And teams tend to do that. But I think Cove have definitely gone on again recently. I'd expect them to beat Peterhead. It's a bit of a derby, I know, but there's 0.21 at 58%. I think that's really decent. I really do. I think you've got 0.25 here at 50, 0.27 at 48, and you're getting 0.21 at 58 here. I think that's a decent bet. I really do. I think Cove should win. Let's go on to League Two. I didn't feel there was a great deal here. Edinburgh Albion 46, 24, 30. This, you're going to look at this and you think 0.4 with Albion looks really good. And 0.4 at 30% is okay. But I think that the Albion figure has been enhanced by Edinburgh's shortcomings. I know it has. They won here the other week at Edinburgh. I'm sure will be much more up for this tomorrow, but I don't think Edinburgh warrant being even money. Would I take the it's a tough one, isn't it? Because normally 0.4 at 30% I'd an R about, but I don't think this is a game I want to be involved with because I just don't trust Albion. And like I say, it's not that they've got up to that figure I've given them by playing well. It's more Edinburgh's failures have enhanced Albion's figure. Elgin Forfar 25, 33, 52. I think Forfar should be odds on. They're not a 3 to 4 shot for me. There's half a point in Elgin, but 25% is not enough. Doesn't interest me. It's a tough place to go, Borough Briggs. I've said that plenty of times. Forfar got turned over at home the other day by Steny. I'd expect some reaction, but I wouldn't want to take 3 to 4. There's not enough. I'd want even money if I was going to back Forfar. Kelty Carradine 70, 22, 8. Kelty got right at thrashing at Annan the other day. It's quite funny that because if you go back, I think 2 or 3 years ago, I put up Annan to beat Cove when Cove were routing everybody in League Two, and we were actually on Annan that day. I think 17 to 2 it was. It was a massive price, wasn't it? And it was funny that Annan have burst Kelty's bubble as well. So just found that quite amusing. I did say that they'd get turned over at some stage, but I don't think you could have. I looked at the game and you couldn't have seriously made a strong enough case for Annan. But onto this game, Kelty 70-22. It's Kelty will win this. After they got turned over 5-1 or whatever, I think it was 5-1, wasn't it, by Annan, or 4-1? There'll be a response. I think Carradine will get slotted tomorrow. I couldn't see a safer bet on any coupon this weekend than Kelty beating Carradine, but obviously 2 to 7 doesn't interest. Stenhousemuir Stirling 45, 22, 33. There's 0.12 in Steny at 45%. Stirling are in a right mess. They started off okay, didn't they? And they were decent enough to beat Forfar, and the wheels have just come completely off. The manager situation's been resolved. It's going to need to have an impact, isn't it? But I think Steny favourites, rightful favourites, and I think there's a bit of value in them. Stranraer Annan 33, 23, 45. That's actually 22. That should be 22. So that's 22 is 7 to 2, isn't it? Sorry, that's my maths there going wrong. 2 to 1 Stranraer, I think they should be there. 13 to 5. There's 0.6 at 33%. I think that's fair enough. I don't think Annan should be odds on. I think, yes, they should be favourites for this game. I've got no problem with that. They're rated to win this game. I'd expect them to win this game on figures, but they should not be odds on. 5 to 6 is doing Stranraer a bit of a disservice. And it's whether you see 0.6 at 33% a viable bet or not. But there we are. Best bet in League Two. Well, I mean, you look at it, it's 0.6 at 33% is probably better than 0.12 at 45%. Kelty, as I say, for me is probably nailed on. Championship, I think obviously Cove. There's more in Falkirk and there's more in Queen's Park, but obviously their figures are lower. Championship, probably Hamilton 0.25 at 44 or Wraith are the best bets there. But that's it, guys. As I say, Happy New Year to you, and I will be back Monday, and we'll quickly go through these matches on Monday. We'll do a quick review of them, but as I say, we'll do a full review of 2021. There's a few more questions as well, which I've been asked, some of them more than once, and I don't ignore people. It's just time. As I say, compiling odds, I'm writing pieces, doing this. I've been off racing probably a bit too much recently as well. No, I've been to far too many football matches, and that's why I've probably got a bit behind. But as I say, I'm off tomorrow, I'm off Monday, and I'm off Tuesday as well. So, but we'll do a video Monday, and we'll review tomorrow's matches, and we'll do a full review of 2021, and I'll answer a few more questions there. And as I say, I don't ignore people. It's just time. That's the only thing. I just don't sit in front of a PC all day. But that's it, guys. Fingers crossed for tomorrow, and I will speak to you Monday. That's it. Bye for now.